This is Cookie Monster broadcasting Cookie Monster Racing NASCAR 15 Race League Fontana or Auto Club, as you can clearly see there. This was regarded as one of the most exciting races of the season thus far. This is race number 4 of a very long 15 races in the season. So very exciting. Hope you love it. The White Hammer is your pole, the defending champ of this league, and as you can see, I'm the 27 car runner-up of the pole. Started outside pole, and so here we go. A lot of good action here. Hope you can hear it pretty well. If not, there's nothing we can do. Let's see what we can do here. As good as I can get it, guys. So it's not to destroy it, to distract the fam there. So here we go with green flag racing. As you can see, this track is very wide, so it lends itself to a lot of 3 and 4 wide racing. And as you can already see, Racy there in the back as drivers make their move around this corner. The White Hammer has the early lead, followed by the 27. There you see the 14 down low making a move. He would actually have a good race. The rookie Stampy, first season in this league, and he would actually have a very good race in the 14 car. He was alone in this race, did not have a teammate for this particular race, and so he was representing Stuart Haas alone. You see the 31 of Annihilator, his first race back in the car since having some personal circumstances keep him away from the game and away from the track. And there you see Hammer as well as the 27 of Cookie. That's me, has really checked out the early stages of this race. Early going, it was kind of slow. Everyone kind of getting a feel for the track and getting some room, and it's kind of getting in the groove. You see a straight line thus far, but it would not stay like that. As you see a move in the back, that looked like the 3 car of Speedy making the move. It was making the move to advance his position. The White Hammer would continue to lead. He would actually lead the most laps in this race. You see the 22 back there running about 6th or 7th. The 31 of Annihilator in the top 3. As you see the 19 also of Game Destroyer, and there you see a spin back there in the back. That would not bring out our caution though, I don't believe. It would stay green. And after some laps, especially on the standard setup there, the car really starts to tighten up and move up the racetrack a lot more. So you have to come out of the throttle a lot more through the corners to get a good rhythm. You see the 14 close the gap on me. And you see the 19 making a move on the 14. All of that is for third, the battle for third there. I love that cam right there. It just shows those cars running over, almost like the digger cam in real life NASCAR. I don't know whether they still have that, but really, really cool. And that's the battle for second right there. Not much of a battle. 14 gonna get around me after I smack the wall, and there'll be a lot of wall smackage in this race, just letting you know. And there you see the 31 who hit the wall earlier, about to get lapped. Chose not to throw the caution out, which allowed everyone to kind of get in a rhythm. So kudos to him for keeping everything green and everything despite his failings. He would get back on the lead lap. But as you'll be able to see later, not the best race for him on his race back. Really, really tough for RCR this weekend. Let's go on board that 27 as he battles for second. You see the 22 of Fees is move up to fourth, and Fees would have a really, really strong race this particular race, and needed to in efforts to get into the chase and qualify for the next round. He would definitely need to have a strong race, and definitely had a strong race this weekend. Made Penske racing look good. And you see he's working on me. That would be the battle for third. And you see how much distance the lead pack has gotten on the pack in the rear back there. Just a huge difference as far as speed and time. But as you well know, all it takes is one caution to bunch the field right back up. And you see the 22 working hard, reminiscent of the last time we were at Auto Club, and it was in the N14 series, and myself, Kookie, as well as Fees were battling. This time it was a chase race, and it came down to a last lap, and Fees and myself get into a little contact. We both spin out, and definitely affects our finish there on the last lap in the last corner. So a lot of history there. He's trying not to repeat that in this race. Only probably about 5 to 7 laps, 10 laps have gone by, so no need to be extremely aggressive at this point in the race. Still a long way to go. There was 100 laps of this race, so there was no need to be extremely aggressive. As you see, he finally able to make a move there on the inside, and to start the race, the inside was the preferred groove. Of course, with not a lot of people running that outside groove, as there you see the I don't know who that is. It looks like the 18 of GGR, if I'm not mistaken, down there on the apron, down there behind the 31. Lap traffic, of course. But anyway, just kind of settling in, running the race, and just kind of taking your time, seeing what the car feels like, and being able to make adjustments. So you see the 31 who's in that single car spin earlier, and he's just trying to hang on and run his race as he allows me to go past him on the inside and continue to run the race. At this time, he was the only car a lap down. Everyone else was on the lead lap. And here at Auto Club, you can run whatever groove you want, whether it's the high groove, whether it's the low groove, whatever groove you want to run, middle groove, whatever makes you happy. Plenty of room at this racetrack to run any groove and still be fast and still be competitive. Any one of those grooves will do. That was the 11 car of Chamberlain that was in that Super Clips Toyota, who was in front of the field, and Hammer as well as Fees. As you saw Fees running up there, guys, that's the battle for first up there, believe, or the battle for second rather, between Fees and that 14 car, the rookie Stampy. That's those two drivers battling for a lead. Let's see if we can get a better look here from the chase cam. As you can tell, that's those two drivers up there. That's the battle for second, and Fees is working hard, trying to get around that rookie. There you see him dive into turn one. Fees low. Stampy comes over the block. Fees gonna have to try again. He got such a big run out of that corner too, as you can see him starting to make up ground on the 14. And where he was losing ground at this period of time was kind of in the middle of the corners. You can see a small gap develop there, and then off they go to pit road. Both of them pit. That would move me up to second place in the running. And that up there, that's the white Hammer, the leader. And we're only about a quarter of the way through the race right now. And you think, well, everything's just kind of smooth and spread out. You know, it's going to be another boring race for the casual viewer, but it turned out to be very, very exciting. Trust me. As you see now, the leader's coming into pit. You see 18 has already pitted. He's leaving. Gonna try to run and get his lap back. There you see the official pace car, the fake official pace car. We don't really need him. He just sits there with his lights on the whole time, you know, simply because he just has to be there. You see myself and Hammer kind of make contact leaving pit road. Hammer maintains his lead, I believe, or someone else's lead. I don't know who the leader is right now. I apologize for that. And you see some laggage going on. The 14 had a few issues with regards to lag in this race. He would survive though. Just letting you guys know, that wall right there tastes like concrete. Let's get a glimpse of the wheel for no particular reason. Let's see what it looks like behind us. Behind us. Let's see what it looks like behind us. Behind. There we go. And there you see GGR disappear. That would be a lag out, or as I like to refer to it, an electronic failure. In any case, that brought out our first caution. And it would definitely get interesting from there. Under a competition yellow, all cars are required to pit, take 4 tires and gas. And the first car lap down would be the lucky dog. And the other drivers a lap down will have to wait for the first official caution. That rule is pending, though, so drivers beware of that one. So that will bring us to our first caution of the day. Skipping to the restart, preparing to go green. As you can see, that's where I shuffled out from. You see the driver's going to get that lap back. I shuffled out from there. The 88 and the 22 Fees and Hammer would be 1-2, followed by Destroyer in the 19, me in the 27, and your top 5 would finish off with Beloved in the 2 for Penske Racing. Green flag. Beloved did not get a good restart there. Already in the grass. So did the 3 get in the grass there. And here's where the exciting part gets going. That's right, guys. 2 wide, 3 wide. There's 2 wide, 2x2 there. And this is the battle for the lead. 27 versus 88. 27 with a nose right now. 27 gets past the 88. Headed into turn 3 and 4. 88 drives it hard on the inside. Cannot complete the pass, but drives up to his door. But look at the 19 on the bottom. 19 trying to get in. And he fouls in line and pushes the 22 up. That's the battle for first, guys. That is the battle for first. 88 still very much alive right now in the 1 and 2. Side by side. The 22 kind of backed up by the 27 there. So he has to get off, and that means the 19 gets around him and tries for the lead. 88 gets the lead, but here comes the 27 right back. 2x2 for second. White Hammer's the leader, but all of a sudden, 3 wide. Headed into turn 3 and 4. 3 wide. Cookie backs off just a bit. 19 smacks the wall into the 27 and finished off by the 22. And that would bring out caution number 2 of the day. We were doing so well. And there you see the 11 drive up to me to make sure I'm okay, I guess. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I would be okay. Well, what a race. What a racing so far. Alright, so we'll skip to our next restart. Now you see Fees is our leader. He would get the lead after, excuse me, wait a minute. No, I believe Fees had to drop to the back. Let me just watch here and see. I know I was in last place. Still a lot of drivers. The 19 was the one that got into me. Okay, so Fees is your leader. I had to fall to the back as well as the 19. And so Penske Racing is going to start up front, guys. That's the 2 of Beloved on the outside of the 22 of Fees. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. And while everybody tries to get in order, there you see the 22, the 2, the 31, the 88, and the 3, your top 5. Getting ready to roll off green flag right now. I would easily get past the 34 right off the start, get behind the 19. Here we go. There you see 3 wide already, 14 up high, 2 in the middle, 3 on the bottom. And it wouldn't take long to get caution number 3. Just like that. We will continue to roll for a little bit, and then caution would finally come out here. So That'll be number 3 already. Cautions breed cautions. 22 would keep his lead, though. You see Hammer up there in 3rd. Let's move forward now. The 31 finally gets a glimpse of what it's like to be near the front. He's on the 1st row. The 22 keeps his lead of Fees. 88 in 3rd. 19 in 4th. 27 moves up to 5th, and he's got his teammate in 6th in the 3 car. The 34 car Rival Ant would move up to 7th. 8th would be for 14 of Stampy, rookie right now, but I believe he would continue to fall to the back as 9th place would come out of into the picture at some point soon. There he is right there, and that's the 2 of Beloved in 9th. So that would move Annihilator, or excuse me, that would move Rival Ant. No, the 14, that would move the 14 to 11th, 9th, or 10th, or 11th. You know, struggling with the numbers here, sorry guys. Getting ready for yet another restart. Here we go, green. 88 trying that special move. There you see 4 wide right there. 4 wide. White Hammer straight to the lead. Times it just right. Gets to the lead and is able to break away. He's just so clever at those restarts. There you see 3 wide, 4 wide, 3 wide in the back. Right there. There you see the 3, 19 side by side. Here we go. 22 dives low trying to get a pass. Kookie holding that top lane, and here we go beside us, behind us. 88 your leader. 3 wide behind us. What exciting racing. Look at that, the 14, the 31, the 3. All 3 wide entering the corner. 3 backs out. 31, 14 make the pass. 27 is working on the 19. That's for 3rd. 22 goes low. Hammer trying to figure out which lane he wants, bobbing around. 27 all over the rear end of the 19. Trying to get him down the racetrack. 14 shoots into the 27. 3 wide up front. That's for the lead, guys. 19, 22, 88. 19 wins the battle. Look at the 14 dive to the inside. 88 doesn't see the 22, makes contact. That's the battle for 2nd. There you do 2 by 2 around the corner. 7 riding the wall. 3 wide, guys. 3 wide, 2 wide. Look at that in the background. 19 as your lead right now, but that would soon change. This is almost like a restrictor plate race, watching this kind of action go on. My teammate in the 3, that's Speedy, diving to the inside. He's winless so far this season, but hunting for the first one, and he comes right up to the side of the car. There you see the inside working well, outside working well. 19, a Destroyer, is the race leader. And into the corner, almost 3 wide. You see the 88 pull a good move. Trying to maintain it, though. Blocks off the 27 on the exit. Battle for 4th. Look at that. Shuffling back and forth. The 31 trying to block the 22, but he's too strong. In the meantime, Kookie riding the White Hammers behind into turn 3 and 4. The 31 makes the pass on the 22. Kookie makes the pass on the 3. Top 5. 19, 31, 22, 88, 14. All begin to kind of line up just a little bit here. Things kind of settle down for a little while, but we would soon have another caution. You see the 88 working on the 22, trying out that high side. And you can really find some speed on the high side if you run it right, and that's what was going on. You see the 14 putting pressure on the 19, or rather the 19 car for the lead. Couldn't stay there though. There you see contact. 31 gets loose. 31 to 88 in the grass and everything. Don't believe a caution was called here. I think a caution was called here. We'll see what happens here in a little bit. As you see, another wreck's going to take place. And the caution's out. So that was our fourth caution of the day, I want to say. What's some exciting racing in that run. Wow. So we get ready to restart. And lo and behold, the 3-car stays out. It's going to lead some laps. He's going to be your race leader. And the 2-car of Beloved is going to start second. It's good to see him running up front, running near the front. In that Ford Fusion, he's going to start second. The 14 of Stampy, the rookie, is going to start third. The 19 of Destroyer fourth. The 27 enters the top 5. He's in fifth. Fee sixth. And you see other cars. 7th place Rival Ant and the 34. 8th place are the 2 participants in that last caution. The White Hammer and Annihilator. The defending champ and the points runner-up in the series. This will be Annihilator's debut in this season. So a very special debut for him. Being the first time in the car for the first 4 races. And here we go, about to go green right now. And there you see more 3-wire racing. And then all of a sudden, oops, bang, 22 into the wall. You see the grass there. And then more action here. And then, yes, that's right, our caution prepares to come out, I believe. No caution. I'm sorry, I apologize. No caution on that play. Yeah. Yeah, that's a caution. Yeah, that was a caution. So we get ready to move to the restarts. You see the cars slowing up there. 22 was the cause of the caution there. All right, so we get ready to go to the next restart here. And there you see the 2-car of Beloved, your race leader. 31 on the outside. Followed by the 14 and then the 19. There, I believe we get ready to line up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4. I don't know where I am. All that bobbing and weaving I'm doing. And when you see cars going back and forth like that, what they're doing is trying to warm the tires up, get heat in the tires so that they will stick on a restart. You won't spin the tires and back up the line or lose your position, both which can happen. Keep an eye on our expert in restarts, the White Hammer. A lot of the passes that he does on the restarts are so good. There you see he's past the line, but he gets such a big run that he's able to get in there. As you see, 3 wide now on the top row. Little battle for the lead. The 231, 19 backs off. Now they're 2x2. And there you see a car sideways already. That's the 14 car in the back there. Who I don't believe had any help in the matter. I don't know whether a caution comes out. We'll find out. In the meantime, they're still battling. 2 car headed backwards. There's the 22 passes his teammate, and he's behind the 27. There's the 88 race leader, Annihilator. There's the 22 almost right there, and he forces the 27 to check up to the wall. Gets a by him. That's the battle for 4th. And there you see Speedy in the 3 car trying to get around this teammate. Gets to the inside, but couldn't get around him. So 27 had that high line working in this race, and it's one of the keys. Different drivers choosing different lines, and it's interesting to see at this track how those different lines end up working out. when you're able to master. As you see, the 27 hits it, loses it almost. You think he's wrecked it? No, he saves it, gets it back on the racetrack, but lose a ton of positions. You see Rival Ant getting the pass on the high side. That moves him back to about ninth position in the race, but he would find a way to climb his way back up through the field. And you see the 34 into the wall, and that's the battle for 8th. So much for a battle. Rival Ant surrenders it nicely. 27 goes about his business, headed back to the front. Let's get you a look from the hood. And there they go. You see a car into the grass. That would not be good. But we would stay green. And the reason why you see cars spin out like that and yet there's still a green flag, the reason why is because in this league, single car spins, single car accidents that do not endanger the field are not considered cautions. So you saw that he was spun to the inside grass, and which means he was out of the way of the field. He was up against the wall, so there was no danger of him coming back onto the racetrack and taking out any other cars. So that meant that we stayed green and that the race continued. And this allows us to get green flag laps in and allows everyone to have fun. The 22 car will have some electronic issues, and it backed him back up behind the 27 there. You see him running there. When you hear that going on, that's how you know a car is tight and does not want to turn. And that was the issue I was having at that point in time. But you see the 22 in the chase cam. As I smack the wall, here comes the 22 to take advantage. Battle for 8th. Or probably 6th at this point with that car wrecking. Clean pass on the inside. There you see my wheel well for some particular reason. I don't know why that would be important, but oh well. From the inside, and this time I would not save the car. However, there would be no caution. You see, car clears me. There are no other cars in the way. I'm parked literally in the middle of the racetrack, and I don't endanger any more cars here. So everything stays green. And that's one thing you have to be careful of at this racetrack. You can smack the wall, and if you hit it just right, it will take you clean on around. And you saw earlier in the race, me smack the wall and able to recover. This particular time I would not, and this particular time it did bring out the caution. I apologize, it did bring out the caution, and that was because I spun in the midst of those two other cars and endangered the field. So that was a caution. We'll move on to the restart. Of course, the 27 will have to go to the back on the restart, but trust me, he would not stay there. $19,388 and some other number. 19, 3, 88, 22, 2. Your top 5. Green flag. And there you see the white hammer down low, and he's able to make those passes. You really have to keep an eye on him because he's able to get in there 3 wide, 2 wide, and right to the lead goes the white hammer. He went from 4th up to 1st, and as you could clearly see on the restart, he did not jump the restart. Those were legal passes, and so you really have to be mindful of where he is on the racetrack at all times because he can come blurring by. There's the 22 and the 2. 22 gets a pass on his teammate. There you see Kookie already went from last already back up to about 4th place in the grid. That 27 car was fast, just not fast enough. Hammer reassumes the lead off the restart. You see the 22 down low trying to make a pass. You see the look behind Cam, and there you see the 31 hard into the wall, and that would end his day. That's right, DNF for the 31. A big hit for not only him in the points, his first race back, but also for RCR. That DNF negated all team points that they would have collected in this race had he not DNF'd. So horrible day for RCR, bad day for the 31. He would DNF. That brought out the caution. So now on a restart, and there you see a unfamiliar sight, and that's the 27 in this race up front. So big turnaround for the 27. There you see the 2 and the 19. I don't know what they're doing back there, but 27 would choose the high side as the leader, the high line. So the 22 would shuffle back. So the 27, 22, 19, and 2 was your top 4. Everyone else coming out of the pit road and preparing to line up to go green this race. And there you see the 14's out, the 3 is out. There goes that hammer. You see the hammer already getting ready to make a pass there. They traded positions. That was legal. 14 dropped to the back. So here we go. Pay attention to that 88 on a restart. Where you see he's past the start finish line and already making the move 4 wide, 3 wide as he uses that apron to perfection. But the 27 came and blocked the whole inside row, so he had to file back in line. He's in 4th. There's the 22 making a nose. 2 wide. There's the 19 trying to make headway. 88 uses the high lane as well. Here comes the 22 on the inside of the 88. 19 is going to try to pass on the high side. And here we go. 2 wide. 3 wide. 88, 22, and 27. And there you saw contact in the back. And yeah, a couple cars wrecked back there in the back. Question, will the caution come out? So far, so not. 88, your race leader. 22, side by side. And there you see another wreck. There's the 2 hard damage to the front end. 3 car drives to the inside. And right now, currently, caution is not out. 88 to the lead. 2 by 2. That's the battle for second. Kookie would have it just barely by a nose, but Hammer's going to try to, Fees is going to try to make that pass on the inside and complete it by the exit of the corner. But is unable to do it. Smacks the wall. Fees will take second. Kookie shuffled back down to 3rd. One thing about the high groove is it will get you in trouble sometimes, and that was the case for the 27. Tapping the wall every now and again, it will get you in trouble. But sometimes the high groove can be the fastest groove around the racetrack. It makes passing really difficult when you can master the high groove. It makes it a lot more difficult. And the reason why is because you're pulling so much speed coming off of the corner. Because it's the longest distance around the racetrack, by the time you pass the apex and are straightening out, you've got a lot more speed and momentum behind you, rather than the low side, which has to brake just a little bit more to get around, which means that they've got to build up that momentum on the exit of the corner. The high side already has it. So on most tracks, if you can build up the momentum on the high side, and you can get a ton of momentum up there, you can make fast times and make yourself a very hard person to pass. And this was the case for those drivers that decided to run the high groove, like for instance the 27, the 88, the 19 occasionally. And you see another battle. This is a battle for second once again. The 22's car started to fade just a touch as the run continued, and that would allow the 27 to get beside and more importantly in front of the double deuce. You see them side by side down the back stretch. Side by side in 3 and 4. And Kookie assumed second place. But right at this point, no one had anything for the white hammer. He was just absolutely wicked fast in the beginning part of this race. You see the 22 trying to get second back, but at this point in this juncture in the race could not do it. Had another long stretch of green flag running here, which was really good. It allowed everybody to kind of spread out and calm their nerves from all the tight side-by-side 3, 2, 3, 4 wide racing that we saw earlier on those restarts. And believe you me, for drivers that enjoy racing, and for viewers, but especially for the drivers that enjoy racing, they enjoy this style of racing right here. One-on-one, pick them off one at a time, kind of run your race style of racing. Green almost all the way, and they love this style of racing. The fans and viewers want to see the 3, the 4 wide, the wrecks, the motors on fire and stuff like that. But this right here is where drivers want to see, because they can settle in, they can kind of figure out where their car is, how their car is doing, and they can judge what adjustments they need to make and ultimately get faster. But when you're doing 70 around a racetrack, it's impossible to tell where you need to get your car faster and how and what other people have. So you need stretches of green flag like this. White Hammer's your race leader, 27 in second, 22 in third is your top 3 in this race. And there you can see every now and again the 22 likes to peek in there and see if he can challenge for second place. We are at Auto Club, reminiscent of Homestead. You see the palm trees in the background, but this track is a lot wider, and you can run multiple groups here and be fast. And you see the 27 likes that high groove right up next to the wall. The 22 likes the low line at the flat of the racetrack. Right now the high line is pretty much rubbered in, heated up, and you can kind of see the little dark spot around the racetrack where the cars are kind of running and getting that spot rubbered in and had about 6 cautions, I think, so far, and it would not be over